Hey y'all, how's it going? Welcome back to day 3 of NanoWriMo. One thing that I mentioned in the last video is that I am trying to figure out a way that I can do some writing before the end of the day, before it is me in bed and just typing away on a laptop. I feel like it's a really hard balance to work remotely and also do creative projects with your computer, because you sit at your computer all day, you're on the computer all day, and then the only way that you can really get your projects and your hobbies done is by still sitting at the computer that you've been at all day. But I have found other ways to try and make sitting at my desk, or in essence not sitting at my desk, more fun. I actually have something that I'm so excited about. I have a little walking pad that I just bought. I have a standing desk contraption thing on my desk. So my desk itself is not a standing desk, but I have a little contraption where I can stand if I want to. And standing is really fun, but I feel like I get a little antsy standing in one place for too long as well. So I'm really excited about the walking pad, and once my AC is fixed, and once I am not able to overheat myself when using the walk pad, I'm very excited to use that. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to be filming tomorrow. I am planning on writing still, but maybe more of just 4th of July things that I did that day. But I guess that's kind of how I'm doing the rest of these videos too. You got a whole entire I made lunch montage yesterday. Oh, something that I wanted to mention is another goal that I had is finishing up the red lines that I have for Escape the Safe House now. So I'll have a couple of days where I actually do work on the Escape the Safe House book 1 edits, and then I'm going to jump over to, like I mentioned before, the second book edits of the separate B cast that's going to explain a little bit more about how the safe house system actually really works. You get bits and pieces of it obviously in the first book, but kind of the whole entire point of the safe house is that it's unpredictable, so you really don't know what the system is or what the rules are. So I'll be excited to write that, and that's all going to be on computer as well. So no more redlining after those red lines are done. I'll catch up with you guys during lunch. Just got to about 360 words, and now I get to input this big boy. And there's another big boy. Hey everybody, it is later in the day. I was able to write a little bit during my lunch hour. Unfortunately, I was not able to write as much as I wish I could have written. I wrote about like 500 words, and usually I'm able to write 1,000 words pretty well in one sitting, but that editing portion was a monster. It was crazy. I remember going through those red lines and just being so upset with past self, where I'm like, did you even write? Like, did you even try? Did you even try to write? Because I had so many corrections. It was wild. But I guess that's a good thing, that I am self-aware enough that I understand where corrections need to be made. So I am hoping that I will be able to get to the rest of it today so that I can still hit my goal for 1,000 words each day that are edited and that are written. I cannot believe how hard it was for me to write today. Usually I'm way more motivated to write recently like that, but don't know what got into me. It wasn't writer's block. I had everything written out in front of me, but I just could not care to focus on it at the moment. I'm excited for when I can finally find all of my camera batteries, because it's kind of hard filming on a phone. It's not my favorite. It's never been my favorite. You can't really control the audio very well. Pictures are always a little shaky, but we do the best that we can do. Also, I am having the hardest time with Instagram Reels. I am trying to get off of TikTok. You'll see a couple of videos in the future where I'm going to be reacting to some like book talk and writing talk, writers talk, writing talk, writers talk. I don't know what the kids call it these days. But basically, I'm trying to get rid of my TikTok, so I am wanting to do those videos so that I can finally get rid of it, because it's just been really bad for me and I always spiral and spend way too much time on it and I feel crummy afterwards. I get a lot of information, but it's like almost information overload, you know what I mean? So I'm trying to move over to Reels, and because of that, I'm trying to make more Reels on my writer's Instagram. You guys should go check it out if you want to. I am having the hardest time figuring out how to edit Reels. They are so buggy and it makes me so sad because I have made TikToks before and TikTok is just so much easier to use, but it is so bad for you. And I don't know what to do about it. Well, I know what to do about it. I will eventually get rid of my TikTok and I will eventually figure out Reels, or maybe, Mark Zuckerberg, maybe you could figure out a way to not make Instagram so buggy in general. That'd be super cool. I literally was spending like 20 minutes trying to do a Reel and I wanted to put subtitles on it and it was being really buggy, so I am literally manually writing out the subtitles. That's tons of fun. Plans for the day include getting insulation in my roof so that my AC can work properly, getting a new filter so my AC can work properly. We're literally in the middle of a heat advisory right now and my AC is not working very well. Hasn't been working very well for the last 3 to 4 weeks, but kind of due to the hole inside of my ceiling, which has been fixed. Hallelujah. Oh my gosh, it's so nice to have a functioning kitchen. I had no idea how much I needed a kitchen until it was taken from me. And I think that those are the main projects that I'm doing today, other than obviously just doing my writing stuff. I'll try and check back in one more time today. We'll see if it'll happen, but if not, then I will be more than happy to give the update tomorrow morning on if I was able to achieve my goal or not. I'm fully expecting to, because 500 words is really not that much in comparison to what I have done before. I think it's doable. I think if I could just mentally get myself in a place where I can finally finish up those red lines, then we'll be good to go. I also realized that I was not done redlining that chapter. I thought I was, but I skipped over quite a few different sections. So we are not quite done with Escape the Safe House, Book 1. Quite yet. Thank you so much for watching day 3 of Camp NanoWriMo. I cannot believe that I have been successfully vlogging my experience here. I hope you guys are having a wonderful time during Camp NanoWriMo too. I would love to hear what your guys' projects are, especially if they are a little bit different than starting a first draft of a new novel. Sayonara, you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.